Hi guys, my pocket pick has recently become meta, so I thought I'd make this quick guide for people wanting to try her out. Why Elise Support? She has a hard time jungling because of her slow clear speed, so Support is the best place to make use of her strong PvP skirmishing power without having to farm. She has very high base damages, so she isn't very reliant on items, and only needs level 3 to unlock her 6 spells for fighting. Elise excels at early game skirmishes, waiting for picks, roaming, and dives. You can't ignore her because she does so much damage, but you also can't focus her because she's super slippery and will waste your time. I like Elise Support against melee engaged champions like Alistar, Leona, Rel, and Rakan, etc. because you can bully them early with a strong level 1, but still beat them at their level 2 and 3 engaged spikes, since you can always stat check them or disengage them if it starts poorly. Then at level 3 onwards, you can match and even beat them at roams and skirmishes. Let's do a quick ability rundown. Elise's passive is gaining spiders every time she hits an enemy with a spell. Spiders deal magic damage, and she can store more spiders with more levels. Her R is her form switch between human, which is her ranged form, and spider, her melee form. The main thing to know here is spider form travels with 25 bonus movement speed, so be sure to travel in spider form when walking around the map, then deciding which form you want to be closer to the fight. Her human Q is just a point and click damage spell that does % current health damage, so it's more effective on targets with higher HP. And her spider Q is a point and click damage spell that jumps to the target, does execute damage, and applies on-hit effects. All spiders are redirected to whoever used spider Q. Her human W summons a spider that chases the enemy for 3 seconds, exploding on contact. Her spider W gives her and her spiders bonus attack speed. Her human E is a long-range cocoon that stuns. Her spider E repel lifts her into the air, making her untargetable for up to 2 seconds. It can then be recast to descend onto any enemy targets, including minions, wards, and champions. Let's talk about laning. At level 1, usually skill Q. The human Q costs a lot of mana for not that much damage. I would recommend using only when your mana flow ban is up. Elise has decent auto attack range at 550, so if you are at a higher range, be sure to abuse them with Qs and autos. If they ever give you range, the spider Q is typically worth it to Q and then walk back after getting minion aggro. You can also cheese the first bush on the first wave if your level 1 is stronger. At level 2, she has kill pressure already. If you hit 2 first, look for cocoon into spider Q. Whether it lands or not doesn't really matter because you can always disengage with repel onto minions. Against engaged champions, you can always look to bait them to use their engage on you, dodge or disengage it with repel, and fight them while their spells are down. If they go on your AD, you can just ignore them and go on their AD instead and kill them when they try to follow up. Level 3 is when she is strongest. You should be taking any fight anywhere. With 6 spells, she has more tools available to her than anyone else at that stage in the game. For build, there's 2 that I like. One is the Glass Cannon AP one-shot build. You max Q first, W second, E last. Build Bloodsong, Sorks, Storm Surge, Shadow Flame. Bloodsong's on-hit damage works on Elise's spider Q, which boosts her damage tremendously. The other is going more HP and utility. For this build, you still max Q first, but then you max E second for the longer stun duration. For this, you build Bloodsong, Sorks, Cosmic Drive for the HP, AP, and MS, and then you go Zhonya's to stall more time for your second set of cooldowns to come up again. The runes are the same every game: Electrocute, Sudden Impact, Deep Ward, Treasure, Relentless Hunter, and then for secondary, Mana Flow Band, Scorch. You go Mana Flow Band because without it, you go You fight a lot early, so Electrocute has more value than Dark Harvest. Sudden Impact gives true damage to Spider Q, Deep Ward's OP on supports, and Treasure Relentless is a preference. So here are some tips. The full damage combo is EWQ auto, RQ auto W. This is because Spider W is an auto attack reset. Form switch to Spider while the auto is in mid-air to gain the melee Bloodsong bonus. Elise should always tank turret in tower dives and then use repel to drop the turret aggro. Spiders will always follow behind you, so you can turn around to use them to block skill shots. If you are tanking the turret with no minions around, make sure you turn your back to the turret before using repel so that the turret will target the spiders first after you drop. Spiders receive turret aggro after minions, which makes Elise a very fast turret taker. Spider Q is a dash that can also be used to run away. Use human W to face check bushes when getting vision. She can E flash to catch people off guard with cocoon. Count down the spider and human form cooldowns in your head. The important ones to know are repel is around 20 seconds and cocoon is around 12. I usually know cocoon is up after I spider Q twice. I try to stay in spider form for as long as possible until my human spells come up to maximize damage. So that's my brief rundown on Elise Support. I'm planning on putting out more of these short guides for other supports in the futures, and since they are shorter, I definitely missed out on some details, so please feel free to ask questions in the comments below. Thank you for watching.